Balls in. Welcome back to another new series. We are playing the venerable, the astounding, the nowadays nostalgic Pokemon Emerald. And in this series, I will be doing yet another challenge that I've concocted. And the challenge is to use all of the in-game traded Pokemon that are available in Pokemon Emerald. Now, to start out, I do have to choose a starter, which you'll see me do here shortly, and I'll be choosing Torchic because the first in-game trade that I can get is a C-Dot. And I want to choose Torchic so that my rival will end up using Mudkip, Marshtomp, and Swampert. So I want to have a somewhat of a early, easy road with my C-Dot. Eventually it'll evolve into Shiftry, and I'll be able to take down Swampert, which to me is one of the most formidable opponents in the game in terms of typing, because its only weakness is grass, so I want to have that advantage. Otherwise, if C-Dot had to go up against Torchic or Blaziken eventually, that would be bad. That would be very bad. That would end horribly. And then it would just be really annoying going up against Trico, because grass against grass doesn't really do much. You're kind of stuck there trying to get past that. I know Shiftry can learn a couple Dark-type moves, and there's some other non-grass-type moves it can learn, but we'll get there. So, to start off this challenge series, like I said, I have to choose a starter, so I chose Torchic. I will use Torchic until I catch a Ralts, which I will do in this episode, and trade that Ralts next episode for a C-Dot. And as soon as that Ralts can start using its own moves, then Torchic will kind of go back on the back burner, and it won't be until next episode Torchic will become an HM slave, and it will remain an HM slave for the rest of the game, because it's not a Pokemon that I received from an in-game trade. Therefore, I'm not going to use it for the whole game. But like I said, the first one I'm going to get is C-Dot, and the reason I really want to do this challenge is because, you know, there's only 4 in-game traded Pokemon, but if I have all of them, I can just get mega bonus experience points every single battle, and all my Pokemon will level up quicker. And of course, early on, they're going to disobey me, and I'm going to have to struggle through that. But once I get past that, once I start gaining gym badges, eventually they will all fall under my obedience. Yep. And that will be amazing. And Emerald is just, honestly, I have said before that the Gen 2 games are my favorite, but I used to own my own copy of Emerald for my Game Boy Advance, and playing it again, I just forgot how awesome of a game it is and how much I loved it. And honestly, as we get the running shoes here, it might be my favorite one. I mean, the Gen 2 games still are, I love them so much, but the Gen 3 games, they just really open up like all these different things you can do, all these added on features and whatnot compared to the Gen 1 and 2 games. So that's just pretty cool. It's not overwhelming like I imagine the Gen 6, 7, and soon to be 8 games to be, but that's just how I see it, like a happy medium, just right, a Goldilocks amount of things to do. And plus this is the first generation where you can rebattle gym leaders, which is crazy. Like, I always wanted to do that in Gen 2, to rebattle, the 8 Johto gym leaders, but then to go back and rebattle the 8 Kanto gym leaders, just to see them beef their Pokemon up a little more. Like, that'd be crazy, but not until Gen 3. And we are going to battle and level up our Torchic, because I figured, why keep running from these wild Pokemon while I'm waiting for a Ralts to appear? Because, of course, oh, yeah, you can get Ralts early on. Yeah, no problem. Yes, you can. The only problem is it's very rare to find. in these grassy area right to the west of Oldale Town, Route 102. And I'm staying in this particular patch of grass up there instead of battling that first trainer because I know I'm going to have to level up my Ralts a little bit to be competitive because I don't want to trade it for a C-Dot at like level 4 and then I have to put Torchic on the back burner and I have to struggle through these trainers and the gym leader with a level 4 C-Dot to start out with. So I want to catch my Ralts and start leveling up a little bit. And what I'm going to find out here is that the level 4 Ralts that I catch, it knows Growl and nothing else. So I have to put him out first in my party so he gets sent out at the beginning of every battle. And then I have to switch him out for Torchic, have Torchic faint that Pokemon, have Ralts get half the experience points, and do that until I believe it's level 6 or 7. Ralts learns Confusion. And that is all I needed to get the ball rolling because these low-level Pokemon going up against a Psychic type Ralts with Confusion, it's just over. Ralts has got the advantage way early on. It's kind of like having a level 16 Kadabra, like freshly evolving your Abra in the Gen 1 games and just destroying everybody because it's special in Gen 1. Special stat, which is amazing. Especially if you could trade it and get your hands on a Alakazam. And you just pretty much, you have the game in the bag. You just have fun at that point. Make sure you have enough power points for all your Psychic type moves. And also have Recover too, because that was spammed a lot by Sabrina in Gen 1 when you battled her. Especially in Pokemon Yellow because she had a level 50 Abra, level 50 Kadabra, and a level 50 Alakazam. And that was a lot of fun because the only thing super effective in the first generation games against Psychic type was Bug type. And the Bug type moves in Gen 1 sucked. There was like Pin Missile, and I think that's it. I think Megahorn wasn't introduced till Gen 2, and only like Heracross could learn Megahorn. But of course, you got Dark type in Gen 2, so that was able to take on your Psychic types. Okay, so now Ralts appears, and we will catch it. I was like, let me just see if a Pokeball will take it, will catch it without having to damage it at all. That way I can just start battling trainers immediately and doing my switch out. And it did. It worked on the first try. Thankfully, Meg hooked me up with 5 Pokeballs. So that's about it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, coming along in this new Pokemon journey. I love playing Pokemon, so I'm going to keep doing so. I'm going to have to learn the later gens because I only know the first 3 generation games here pretty well. So I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Balls out.